After a week of hearings at the United Nations top court in The Hague, the battle lines are clearly drawn. The 15 judges are being asked to give an opinion on whether international law applies to states' responsibilities to stop climate change and to address the damage caused. Small island and coastal states argue their very existence is at stake, and so international human rights law must apply. Big polluters, they say, must be held responsible.
Territories are disappearing, livelihoods are being destroyed, fundamental rights are being violated as we speak.
But the big polluters, including the United States, China and India, argue that only global climate change agreements have any legal relevance. Human rights, they argue, don't apply.
In rendering its advisory opinion, the court may exercise due caution to avoid devising new or additional obligations beyond what is already agreed under the existing climate change regime.
Many bigger polluting nations fear the consequences if the court advises that human rights laws do apply to climate change, says analyst Elena Kosolapova.
Under the law of state responsibility, any breach of an international obligation, known as an internationally wrongful act, entails certain consequences. And many vulnerable countries have highlighted this during the hearings. The responsible state is obligated to make reparations for the injury caused by the wrongful act.
Those reparations could take the form of compensation.
Compensation was explicitly excluded from the loss and damage talks under the Convention and from the Paris Agreement itself. So I think it would be very interesting to see what the court has to say about it.
The judges will hear another week of evidence before delivering their legal opinion next year. 2025 is shaping up to be a crucial year for climate legislation. In the next few months, nation states must publish details on how they plan to cut greenhouse gas emissions ahead of the November COP30 climate summit in Brazil's Amazonian city of Belém. Henry Ridgwell, VOA News.